Oh, Happy New Year. Look at you. She's already jumped right ahead to New Year's. I love it, Chef. It's great to see you.
Thanks for having me. Thank
now,
you so much.
Good Housekeeping said, we've been testing products for decades.
Right, that's right.
And they said, we could wait on people to make good product, or we could make it ourselves.
Right.
So you did.
Yes.
And this is your 10-inch fry pan. And this is made with a very special nonstick called?
It's called Relia-Pan Nonstick coating.
Wonderful.
And it's 5 layers of nonstick coating. And this pan is seriously incredible. You know.
Now, this is very hot, so I'm not going to touch it.
It's
except on the handle, because the handle is split. So that means it's going to stay nice and cool on the stovetop.
Yeah.
Now, it'll go into the oven, just the pan, up to 450.
Right.
And with the lid?
400.
400, which is still pretty hot.
It's still really hot.
And there's a stainless steel plate on the bottom, which means it works on every cooktop, including induction, right?
That's right.
Now, this has a very special nonstick coating called Relia-Pan.
Right.
As I grab my card, tell us about the nonstick.
The nonstick is 5 layers of nonstick coating, right?
Okay.
That means you're going to get the best release possible.
And your rivets are coated also.
And my rivets, yes, the double riveted stainless steel handle, which is nice and solid.
Is also coated with 5 layers of nonstick. Now, is this granulated sugar you're putting in
I'm
here?
putting in granulated sugar.
Into a hot pan.
Because I said, you know what, let's show you guys the stickiest things possible. I'm going to let it melt. And I'm going to make a fresh caramel sauce.
Oh, very nice.
How easy is that? Sugar and a little cream.
Now,
you
this
like.
pan comes in a variety of colors. Shall I show colors
let's
right
see
quick?
them. Yeah,
All right,
sure.
now I'm going to stand out of the way because they're right over here in this corner, and I'm afraid that if I get in there, it'll be too crowded. All right, now, on the far right-hand side is a color called ash. That's that color on the end there?
Yeah.
It's kind of a grayish color.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's called ash. Next to that is forest. That's the green. Then we have it for you in agate. Now, agate is a gemstone name for blue.
Exactly. Isn't that
So
pretty?
blue
It's so pretty.
agate.
It's so
Agate is the name of the blue. And then finally, the red is not red, it's crimson.
Yes.
Crimson.
Yes, it is. Yes,
All right,
it is.
now you will get the Cook and Look glass lid, which is oven safe to 400 degrees. The pan by itself is oven safe to 450.
Right.
Now, if we put burgers in here and park the lid on top, cheese melts.
That's how you get the cheese to melt. That's what chefs do in a restaurant, right? And you know what? Think about all the messy things that happen when you do put your burgers in there. You always have a big, messy mess, right? Well, look at this. Look at how my burgers, first of all, can just slide around.
I mean, if any of that cheese should slide off the burger and end up in the pan, not going to stick.
No, it's not going to stick. So I'm just going to take those out. But I want to show you the cleanup of all of that, because
what I call this wipeout.
Yeah, it's the wipeout. It's the wipeout, because you can see the burnt on cheese that's there, right? I'm just going to take this cloth. It's just a wet cloth, and I'm just going to wipe that out, and I'm going to do something pretty wild. Look at that. That's the mess that was left behind.
It was on the towel.
But
in fact, we didn't see that towel, so I'm going to hold it back up.
Yeah.
Look, that's the mess. That's the non-stick, right?
Exactly.
Now you're putting just regular
Now I'm
shredded
just going to
cheese in
throw.
there.
I'm going to make the easiest, fastest quesadilla you can imagine. I'm going to throw the cheese directly in the pan. I'm not sandwiching it between two things of tortilla. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to wipe it up with the tortilla.
And what do you have going on here?
And here I've got some vegetables going. I've got some potatoes and some peppers and onions and some sausage, and I'm going to make a little scramble. Do you notice how all those nice crispy
you're going to do a breakfast bake?
I'm going to do a breakfast bake.
Oh, I picked up what you're putting down.
I'm going to put a little bit of this eggs in here. And I want you to see, because eggs is another thing that sticks a lot to pans, right?
Do this a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, let's do it.
Why? Because I'm crazy and it's 3 days till Christmas.
Oh yeah, we go all out. We go all out. But look I wanted to show you, first of all, look at how I could just do this.
Nothing's sticking.
Nothing is sticking.
Not even to your rivets.
Not even to my rivets, because look at those are coated too.
Now, Chef, you would probably agree with me that the skillet is one of the most used vessels in the kitchen, right?
It really is. I literally, David, I was just outside talking to my neighbor last night. She was putting up Christmas lights for their kids and her grandkids, and I thought, oh, this is so wonderful. And we were talking, and I was telling her what I was going to do with you today, and she goes, you know what, my 10-inch is the one that I use all the time. And I'm like, that's wonderful.
Because in the morning it's breakfast scramble.
That's right.
For lunch it's grilled cheese sandwiches.
Look at that.
For dinner, it's rice pilaf, which you also have, or maybe it's pork chops or some kind of chicken cacciatore, some braised, right?
Exactly. I mean, you could do, this is your workhorse in the kitchen.
Look at
and
that.
we really do. Look at that. Look at that, how nothing is sticking in there. So, look at that.
Cheese, egg, sausage, potatoes, peppers.
Onions. Yeah,
Heavens.
everything that wants to stick. And those nothing sticks. It's just perfect. And I can reveal that too for you. Look at that. I can pour it out here.
Look at
Take that. I'm going to just kind of pour that out.
It just glides out of the pan.
And look at that, how it just glides out.
Of the pan.
I mean, I'll show you that food. Yum.
It's
look at that. Looks
hot.
delicious. But also, take a look at the pan. I mean, that's really the remarkable thing right there. Look at, I can go like this.
How many of you have a
hello.
nonstick skillet that is this nonstick?
Yeah.
Now, will you get this before Christmas? No. Will you have it before New Year's? In all likelihood. So you can start the new year with brand new nonstick cookware.
Exactly.
Now, this is melted sugar. Is there anything in the universe more sticky?
No, there isn't really. And I mean, you know what? Even if I take even if I take some tongs, you'll see that I just poured sugar. You saw me. The sugar will want to stick to those tongs, but you'll see that it'll bead right off of this pan.
It's sheeting off that pan.
It's sheeting off of the pan, which is amazing. And then what I could do, David, is I could actually take some cream
and whisk it
make
in?
a little caramel sauce.
Oh, look
so
at
if you've never made a caramel sauce from scratch.
Wait, look at it. Look how it's conducting the heat so evenly.
That's a great point.
This
That's a great
is,
point.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I love it. No, you're right. Absolutely. Look at how fast it gets hot. It stays hot because you've got that induction base. So the heat is going to conduct very nicely throughout all your pan.
Look how it's bubbling all the way around.
Look
And
at
then
that.
you start with your
And then I can do my whisk.
Whisk.
And
And that's
could
a
just
metal whisk in the pan.
That's right. And I'm not afraid. I remember the days, David, when my mom would have a conniption fit if I put my whisk in the pan. She would say, "What are you doing? Get that
Ruin
pan.
that pan."
Yeah, gonna ruin that pan." And nowadays, nope.
I mean,
Look
if,
at the freedom.
if the whisk doesn't ruin it, that caramel's going to ruin it, right? Oh, my heavens. What was that, Brian? I'm sorry? Did you say something, Brian? I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say something. Oh, it was my director, Mike. Oh, Santa's watching the both of you. Okay. Just so you know. Hey, forget the elf on the shelf. I've got a direct line to Santa. Yeah, this is, I mean, the elf on the shelf is important, don't get me wrong. But I know the big guy. All right. Now look at that caramel.
Yeah, look at
or
the
caramel, however you say it.
Yeah, caramel, however you say it. But look at that, it'll just kind of bead right off.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And I could just kind of take it over.
Oh, I think I see what you're going to do.
Yeah. And I could pour it over my hotfudge sundae. Look at that.
She's pouring it over brownies and ice cream.
Yep.
That doesn't make me mad. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. And I'm going to take this pan back over here, and I'm going to show you how nothing will
That
stick.
sticky, sugary
That's the stickiest thing in the world.
caramel. Is there anything stickier in this world than that? I can't imagine anything is.
I mean, that's gorgeous. Yeah, and I'm going to go to the oven right now. I'm
All
going
right,
to show
you're
you
going to the
something.
oven? Oh, right over here?
Because it is.
And I think there's a towel on the oven pull.
It is oven proof up to 450 degrees without the lid.
What do you have inside there, Chef?
I've got a pasta bake.
Oh, nice.
And I love pasta bakes, David, because anytime I have
You know what I love doing in a skillet?
Yeah.
A deconstructed lasagna.
Yeah.
Break up the lasagna noodles in there.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
you buy, look at this. Watch it come out.
Perfect this.
Watch,
Look at
watch,
this.
watch, watch.
Watch this, because it's going to happen fast.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that. That had cheese, that had baked on marinara sauce, and look at that mess. And I'm just going to clean that right off with a rag.
Look at that.
Look
and
at that.
Show that pan to camera, Chef.
Look at that pan.
Oh, my word.
Look at that pan. Isn't that
if
great?
your nonstick doesn't do this, then you all need to be on the line right now.
Yes.
And get this in one of these beautiful colors back here because we've got them all for you.
Definitely.
Only $29.98. Since 1885, this, pardon my reach, Chef.
Yeah, go for it.
This magazine is the one we're talking about, Good Housekeeping. That same Good Housekeeping you remember from all those decades ago? Yeah.
Yes.
It's back with great products. They're not waiting on someone else to invent them. They're doing it themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
And look at that quesadilla.
Look at that cheese. Cheese came right out with my tortilla.
All right, it's time for a big announcement. So, Chef, I hope you'll stick around
I will. I can't wait.
and take a look.
I'm looking forward to it.
Mr. Doss, first of all,